to make wings and like a big neck piece kind of thing using armature wire. So armature wire is this stuff that's really bendy. If you do not have armature wire, you can also use hangers. And I'll do a separate video on how you could use a hanger to do this. It's just a little bit more work. But what you want to do is you want to actually, for wings, you're going to want probably, I'm actually going to do about 10-foot length of this stuff. So I have a 5-foot long table here. And so what I just did was, my cats get involved here, is I'm actually doing like 2 lengths of a table at 5 feet. Okay, so depending on what furniture you're sitting at, now I have about 10 feet. Okay, and I'm going to kind of straighten it out as I go. If you don't have that kind of length, then it's definitely going to be a little bit more work in terms of getting that kind of length together. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these 2 ends together here. There we go. They're together. Okay. And so this midsection right here is where I'm going to put it around my, and I am around my shoulder like this. Okay. So I have it around my neck and my shoulder. And now I have these big long pieces that are sort of antennaing out like kind of crazy all over the place. And so what I'm going to do next with these long pieces, because I'm going to make big wings, is I'm going to fold it in half and I'm going to bring it back. Okay, so there I've got like this sort of like wing shape here. I'm going to do the same thing over here where I'm going to bring it down. Okay. All right, get down. And so now I've got these things, but they're not really well secured or anything. I'm going to take it off. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to basically I'm going to attach it right here. I'm just going to turn it in on itself. Okay, that's nice and secure. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. Where I'm going to bring that over. I'm going to match what I have from one side to the other. Okay, so I'm going to basically put this at the same point. I'm going to turn it in on itself. Make sure it's twisted on there quite well. And definitely use my pliers to squeeze that into position so that I don't have any rough ends that are going to hurt me in any way, shape, or form. Okay, so I'm turning that in and squeezing it so I don't have any rough ends. Okay, so now I have this weird shape here. I'm going to put my arms through again, and I have this sort of like wing shape that's kind of behind me. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So if you want it to be like taller or anything, like you can definitely adjust, you know, so that it's like coming up a little bit higher and over if you want to do that. Bring that up and over and get that into position. And now I have these like wing shapes that like don't look like a whole lot on the back, but what you can do from here is you can strengthen them. Now where it's connecting from where you're wearing it, you're probably not going to do a whole lot between here and here because that's really where your shoulder is. But you can definitely like strengthen that here. So I would just take more of this wire and just start to kind of weave it back and forth a little bit. Okay, so, and you can use the wire mesh to help you with that too if you have any, or you can actually coat it with fabric. But now you can just kind of go back and forth with it. Okay, so I'm just going to do this in evenly spaced increments. Kind of just go back and forth and just make it a little stronger. Maybe go up and down, and then you get this like really nice kind of looking pretty pattern effect as well. So this is strengthening it at the same time. It's like reinforcing it. And you can get creative with how you want to, you know, get that together. And try not to get the cat in there. Okay. So we'll put it back on. And as you can see, it's still a work in progress, but it's getting a little bit stronger with every little thing that I do. Okay, so you can really do a lot with that. You can actually add more. And then this will bend. If you don't reinforce it, it's just going to lose its shape. So you definitely need to come back with some more, you know, stuff. The more you can reinforce it, the stronger it's going to be in the long run. But as you can see, I actually have a pretty cool little start here to some wings. And from the back, it doesn't look like a whole lot yet, but you could definitely, like, you know, work some more stuff back here too. Like you could put, now that I see it, I can kind of mark it and see like, oh, I should probably put another piece here to down here, and I could get a whole lot more and kind of move it to the back. But as you can see, I've got to start, and you can get creative with many, many, many more things that you can do with it. And right now it's still kind of loose and bendy, so you might want to, you could even like reinforce it here by adding another layer of that wire, just by wrapping it around and strengthening it that way. But we've got the start, we've got the makings of some like fairy looking wings.